Okay, mind 4, living on purpose. Can you imagine anything being more important than living on purpose, with purpose, according to the purpose that feels true to you? That's what this section is about. There's going to be a lot of writing in this section, so make sure you have your journal, your Post-its, your pens, that you're ready, you have some time carved out. Take a breath and let's begin. Let me read these opening quotes to you. I intend to live according to who I am and what's important to me. And by going through this process, I will get in touch with what is deeply true to me and learn how to live in alignment with myself. What cool is that? Is there anything better than living in alignment with you? Fulfillment equals peacefulness, equals happiness, equals joy. That's what this section is about, living on purpose. So you're going to be noticing the icons because there are going to be some actions for you to take here. It's important that you carve out the time for this work. It's important that you bring with you the things you've learned in the first 3 sections about choice, about resonant energy, limbic resonance. And important you bring forth awareness and the practices of getting to know yourself, because this work is about you, with you. So as we begin by looking at the skills, there are 3 areas we're going to be spending time in. The first one is defining your values. Then we will move into looking at the roles that you want to fulfill in your life. There's a process to that. And then we're going to go into the process, and you're going to really take your time with writing your purpose statement. And the reason we go through this process is to get to the sense of clarifying what is my purpose, and that you're going to write a statement about that, which will become easy once you've gone through your values, looking deeply inside of yourself there, consciously choosing what really shows up for you as real and true, not values that you think you're supposed to live with or supposed to value, but the ones that are really true for you. Living and fulfilling the roles that really and truly matter, that you feel it in your gut, that like, yeah, this is who I am, not this other thing I'm doing, but this thing. And then the purpose statement. So let's start by clarifying your values. What I've given you here in the book is a list of values. And you're going to start by getting a pen, and you're going to go through this list, and there are a lot of them, and I want you to read through it and just simply put some kind of mark, an X or a check mark or whatever, next to the ones that really go pow, bam. I mean, you're clear. It's not one that you have to stop and think about. Those aren't the ones you want to mark. Mark the ones that go boom. This really resonates for me. That's your first step. Your next step is to come back through with, I suggest a highlighter if you've got one, or some other way of marking a word. Look at the ones you marked the first time through, and now you're looking for up to, say, 12 of them, 10 to 12, that are going to be right now, today, in this moment. This is not defining you. So just be present with the moment. In this moment, these 10 to 12 words are the ones you want to work from. It's who you are as you sit here right now. These are my values that really go yes to me as I look at them. And if they're less than that, then that's fine. You don't have to have 10 or 12. Simply choose the ones that say, this word reflects what is important to me. So that's this part of the exercise. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get to your worksheet where you put the value next to the word value. And then on the line provided, I want you, let's say the value is freedom. And I want you to just draw a line there, write the word freedom, and you'll see the sample in the book. And then just start word association. That's what a word string is. Words that you associate with this value that you've got for freedom. So maybe you'll say open air, wild trips, open road, wind in my hair, motorcycle, Harley. Maybe that's, right now as you sit here, that's what freedom means to you. And if you want to have some fun with this, you can rename your value Harley and make it more fun to work in this space. You can still call it freedom, or you might call it Harley. And that gives you more of an image and a feel in your body, noticing what happens in your body as you do your word string. Because the stuff that's really true, you're going to get something in your stomach probably, or in your chest. You feel warm there. Your stomach might get excited. That's when you know you've found your home. So you've got your value freedom. You've got your string of words that you wrote out. Now we get to the part about seeing it to make it so, right? You're going to write a vision statement. So this is a sentence. It's a little story snippet of how you see yourself being true to your value. So if it's freedom, maybe you're going to write a little snippet here about, I see myself and what you're wearing, and you're on the motorcycle and you're running down the road, and what you're noticing in your body, what's showing up for you as you do that. That's a vision statement. Maybe your value is teaching. Maybe that's a really important thing for you, that you're teaching and sharing with the world. So you're going to do your word string from teaching, and you'll do a vision statement about, I see myself in front of a group of X, whatever you see yourself, whatever group you see yourself teaching and sharing with, and what you're wearing and where you are and what the building and the classroom are like, and how it feels in your body because it's so important to you. This takes time. I want you to hit a pause here. Make sure you've got, 30 minutes is a good starting point for this exercise, and you may need more. And just sit down, get comfortable in a chair wherever you really want to be in this moment, maybe outside in the sun if it's a nice day, and start by going through your list. Just as I indicated, first run through it quickly and the words that really land, then go back, pick up to 12 of those words to be your guiding values, and go through these steps with the word string and the vision statement. Well done. I'm glad you're here. It's important that you take time for yourself in order to create the life that you want, and I honor you for doing that. So hit your pause, come back when you're ready, and we'll look at roles. Okay, we're going to look at your roles now. The second step to the process is looking at your roles. There are going to be 3 parts to this. You're going to look at the roles you are fulfilling now, the ones you would like to be fulfilling, and the ones that you don't want to do anymore. Okay, so I want you to start by writing your current roles, what it is in those roles that are positive or negative for you. Do you want to keep this role, or do you want to let it go? And let me encourage you here to be really honest about this. Maybe it's a very difficult family relationship. Perhaps it's with a parent or even a child. And you think, I can't write that I want to let go of that role, or I can't write the negative about this. Remember, you're courageous. You have to be brave to make change. And whatever you write here is just between you and you. It's personal. You begin here baby stepping your way to finding the things that really resonate for you so you can live in your happiness. This is just writing down a sentence. It's not making a change here or a choice yet, okay? So be honest with yourself here. Next, I want you to just write down the roles you would like to add into your life. Maybe you've wanted to be a gardener. You want to learn to paint and take a watercolor class. Maybe you want to change your job. Maybe you want to become a parent. Write those things in here. And then the third part is to write a whole new list of the prioritized roles that you want to play in your life based on looking at your current ones, looking at the ones you would like to add in. And I want you to get detailed with this part. Now, this is about seeing it to make it so. So maybe the role you want is mother. Maybe you want to get pregnant and you want to have a baby and be a mom. Go into detail here about the why. Feel it in your body. Put your emotions on the paper. Talk about how this really feels exciting to you or fulfilling or deeply nourishing and important. And now you have a tool to go forward with, looking at what roles really resonate for you as you make your choices and living in purpose and on purpose in your life. And our last part is writing the purpose statement. This is a whole slow project of its own. I've got about 20 questions for you here that you can choose to answer or not. You're going to need your journal for this part. And I want you to set aside the time, go to your planner, schedule. I'm going to work on my purpose statement questions and go through the ones that really resonate for you. And again, answer in detail what's really true for you. Like, for example, what do I really love to do in my personal life? Take a look at that. Maybe there's something you want to do and you haven't been doing. Write it down. What feels amazing to when you think about maybe 3 people you totally admire? Who are they? What is it about those people? Go into detail. Is it what they do? How they do it? Is it the choices they make that you admire? What are their qualities and characteristics that you want to emulate? Go deep with these questions in your journal. And then once you've completed that, now you have 3 amazing tools. You've looked at your values. You've chosen up to 12. You've made a list of the roles you really want to fulfill in your life. And you've looked deeply at things that really feel important to you about being on purpose in life by answering the questions in that section. Now get your highlighter, go back through everything you wrote on those first 3 parts, and circle or highlight the key words and phrases that pop forth. It's like, for example, if one of your values was freedom, and you see it showing up as you read through my roles, maybe I want to be, I don't know, a forest ranger because there's a sense of freedom of being out in the forest. So now you've got the word freedom showing up frequently. Maybe as you look at people you admire, they're honest, they're brave. Look for the words that repeat and show up over and over. And then just look for the powerful statements that really pop out at you and you go, yeah, wow, that feels really true to me. Once you go through and highlight those key words and phrases that pop out, I want you to think about putting them into your purpose statement. And there's a tool called a word map. I have a bit of a picture of one way you can do a word map in the book. Pull those words and put them on another piece of paper. Maybe get a big piece of sticky Post-it note paper for the wall that's 2 by 3 feet in size and get some colored markers and write those keywords up there to help jog your creativity and thinking about what do I want to have in my purpose statement. And as you're wondering, what does a purpose statement look like? Let's take a look at one of the 3 here in the book. Let's take a look at the one that has the red push pin. I believe in living each day to the fullest. I believe in treating others with the same respect that I myself deserve to be treated with. I want to build healthy relationships with others in which we can become one another's biggest advocates. I will go stronger with each accomplishment and even stronger with each setback. This is reflecting courage, taking responsibility, making choice. I believe everything happens for a reason, and there is no one better place to be than right here and right now. This is a person who values the present moment. I will not blame others. This person takes responsibility. I believe in a higher power, and I will let that higher power guide me whenever possible. This person is connected with some spiritual aspect of the universe and the way they show up in the world. So do you see how in just a few phrases that no doubt came forward for them as they did their work, they were able to pull out some to put into a purpose statement. Now know this, your purpose statement can change over and over and over. There's nothing about writing a perfect purpose statement. You just want to write a statement that gives you a sense of guidance. And as you're making choices in life, as you go through your happiness skills and practices work, and you'll be making a lot of choices, the purpose statement becomes your umbrella. You keep reading it. You keep looking for it for guidance as you're making choices and what are the roles I'm actually going to make changes about and what things do I want to bring in and leave out of my life. The purpose statement and the process of getting here has helped you to be clearer on what a purposeful life feels like to you. When you finish your statement, put it up around you in your environment. Make it your screensaver on your desktop. Put it up on your mirror. Hang it in places where you'll see it. Frame it. Put it in a beautiful mat if you want and hang it up on the wall. Let it be your true north guide and you'll live a happier life. Okay, so our summary for Mind 4. Just 3 things here, right? And I hope you check-marked all of them because they're such an important part altogether. Clarifying your values, looking at your roles in life, writing your purpose statement. What are you committing to here? Are you going to do all 3? Is there just one you decided you want to do? Let's go on and complete the mind section by doing Mind 5. We're going to look at bringing your purpose statement to life with goals and implementing them with your planner. Thanks. See you there.